What's up, pet pals? Welcome to Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life Show. Yep, it's me, Arden Moore. Mark your calendar because the annual Take Your Dog to Work Week, Take Your Dog to Work Day, and even something about a cat is all happening around June 19th. And on our show today, we are honored to welcome from the organization that created this holiday, the president of Pet Sitters International, Beth Stoltz Hairston. Welcome to the show, Beth.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
All right. And everyone, later in the show, we are going to chat with Christine Uluski of Village Green. It's a Michigan based company that has been participating in this Dogs at Work event for 22 years. But we've got Beth in the house right now. Beth, time travel back to 1999. What's going on at Pet Sitters International?
I love to tell this story. So in 1999, our founder, Patty Moran, who I know you know, she was looking for a way to give back to the pet community from which our members earn their livings because our members are pet sitters and dog walkers. And so she wanted something really unique and creative. And so she kicked off Take Your Dog to Work Day as really a fun way to celebrate dogs, but more importantly, to promote their adoption.
Yeah. And now you're celebrating what anniversary? I'm trying to do the math in my head.
25 years. This year marks the 25th annual celebration.
Oh my gosh. You have been with PSI for a number of years. I know you're the president now. How long have you been there?
It feels like forever, but I think this is my 19th year. 19th year.
Okay.
I have to do the math also.
So we're gonna put petsit.com. Everybody check it out. But because we're gonna talk about it, but where can people go to get this Take Your Dog cat information? Because I know you have a special link.
We do. You can go to petsit.com/takeyourdog, or if you forget that, just go to takeyourdog.com and it'll redirect you to that information.
Okay, so bring down the numbers and the dates. Because it used to just be Take Your Dog to Work Day, but you guys have morphed.
We have a lot going on. So in the last 25 years, it's expanded. So the actual event of Take Your Dog to Work Day is Friday, June 23rd. Okay. But the entire week leading up to that, the 19th through the 23rd, is Take Your Pet to Work Week. So as Take Your Dog became more popular, we have people say, well, what about other pets? I'd like other pets involved. So that whole week you can celebrate with other pet types. But then the week kicks off on that Monday, June 19th, with Take Your Cat to Work Day. So my cats personally don't want to work, but if yours do, they can participate on that Monday. So there's something for everyone.
I'm waiting for the gerbils and the hamsters coming up. You might be doing that too, right?
Well, Take Your Pet to Work Week, any type of pet, and we've had gerbils, snakes, rabbits. So yeah, we've seen the variety. I have brought a pig before to work. So we've seen a variety of species. So you can celebrate anytime that week.
You are going hog wild, Beth. What do you? I gotta know. A pig to work?
I did. Unfortunately, my miniature potbelly pig has passed away now, but several years ago, her name was Harper, and she did well in a harness, so she came to work with me for the day. She had her litter box, and she had a great time.
Oh my gosh.
So did my coworkers, of course.
I love this. I mean, people got kind of hammered with COVID and, everything got disrupted, but things are getting back, hopefully, to use the weird word, normal. So what do you think having a dog or a pet, a well-mannered one at work does for the psyche, for the people at work?
Well, I think especially when you mentioned COVID, I think during the pandemic, we realized even more the important role that our pets play in our lives. And so from the very beginning, though, the purpose behind Take Your Dog to Work Day is that we wanted to give companies a chance to really acknowledge the important role that pets play in their employees' lives. And we think that also your coworkers can see that special bond that you share. And we hope that they're encouraged to adopt, a best friend of their own.
Yeah. Now, I know when you go to see people at a work office, it seems to be, it's not a scientific study, everybody, but I seem to see more photos of pets in the cubicle, in the office? What do you think? You think they're
There are so many benefits, and there are studies that have shown how pets, of course, reduce our stress. That takes place in the workplace also. There have been employee polls that they've conducted where they feel that having pets in the office increased collaboration between coworkers. Employees are more comfortable working because they're not, maybe thinking about their pet back home. But even if you can only participate for like a special day for Take Your Dog to Work Day, we hear from companies year after year that say that once they participate in the Take Your Dog to Work Day, the company looks forward to it year after year because it's really such a special, I think, bonding event for the coworkers.
Do you have any idea about how many companies across the country are participating this year in Take Your Dog to Work Day, week, hour,
all the above?
century?
That's a tricky question because what's happened now, I know we've probably talked about before, the very first year in 1999, it was really a grassroots effort. That's back when we were still faxing people to get them the information about the event. And we know about 300 companies participated that very first year. But over the past 2.5 decades now, it has grown so much that we can't track, but we know that every year we are seeing thousands of posts on social media on the day of people with their pets at work. And then in recent years, we've had tens of thousands of visits to takeyourdog.com for people downloading the toolkit and getting information about planning an event.
I think it needs to be a national holiday. I mean, can you talk to the politicians and be nonpartisan?
I agree, and it is a federally trademarked event. But yes, we think that everyone should participate. And actually, we have of course participants in the United States, but it's celebrated globally as well. So it really has become a worldwide celebration.
Well, yeah, your name is Pet Sitters International, right? So where are some other countries that are doing this? Can you remember?
We hear of a lot of participation in Canada, Australia. We normally have a high percentage. Japan, France. I'm trying to think where else, but those are just a few that popped to my mind of where we've heard from companies who say, "Hey, we're participating. Here are some photos that we've taken." So it really has, as more and more people heard about it, of course, with social media. It just has spread like wildfire. So we're just seeing participation really around the globe.
So when somebody says work like a dog, what does that mean to you now, given all the things that you're doing?
Well, we say that this year we're celebrating 20 years of not working like a dog, but with your dog. But when we think about working like a dog, I think of just the lessons that our pets teach us. And so I know that my dog, I'm sure you can agree, they're hard workers, but they're present in the moment. They don't let work stop them from stopping to greet someone and to make friends. And I think those are lessons that can help us in our jobs. Working hard, doing what we need to do, but also not forgetting to connect with those around us. And so my dog really reminds me of that when I think about work.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life.